What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy Silly Sale, and we back in here with another episode of Juice City Legends. If you have not, please hit the like button, please subscribe to the channel. Hey man, we're gonna get straight to it, man. You know what I'm saying? So man, I was watching YouTube a little earlier, man, and I saw something that just caught my attention, man. You know what I'm saying? And usually I don't speak on other YouTubers, bloggers, you know what I'm saying? I'm still not gonna disrespect the man or nothing like that, but I'm just gonna challenge your opinion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Which is your opinion? You got your right to have your opinion, man. You know what I'm saying? But the game is better, man. You not qualified to speak on Juvenile career, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I saw your video. You said how Juvenile failed as an artist. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even watched number like 2-3 minutes of the video because some of the stuff you said just didn't even make sense to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now I know some of y'all Game Spitter fans probably gonna get on my page and tell me you should have watched the whole video. I ain't need to watch the whole video. The first few words out his mouth when he said Juvie, he said Juvie didn't impress him. And that's cool though, you know what I'm saying? Cause music, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got what they taste and what they like, man. You know what I'm saying? But when you speak on Juvenile, man, first of all, Juvenile was out before Cash Money. Juvenile came out with Bounce for the Juvenile with DJ Jimmy and helped establish a whole genre in the bounce scene. You know what I'm saying? Juvenile was a bounce music legend before he even came to Cash Money. Juvenile had a whole album before he came to Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? And then, okay, let's go to his second album, Soldier Rag. Soldier Rag was a bona fide classic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Put up huge numbers independently. Soldier Rag was the first album that we heard Turk on. Cause this, I know you've been on the Hot Boy Turk wave lately, so you know what I'm saying? I guess you try to hype Turk up by downing all the other Hot Boys or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But Juvie came with it. That's a bona fide classic right there. Then we ain't even got to speak on 400 Degrees, man. They still playing that CD right now to this day, man. That CD, first of all, put Cash Money on the map. It changed the sound at the time, you know what I'm saying, of Southern hip hop. Everybody was trying to rap like Juve. Everybody was trying to get a feature from Juvie, you know what I'm saying? Juvenile was the hottest nigga on Cash Money at the time, man, you know what I'm saying? Way before Lil Wayne and them and all that, you know what I'm saying? And he took over for the 99 and the 2000. We were bumping that CD 2-3 years later after it first came out like it was damn near brand new. You know what I'm saying? And that album is the highest selling album on Cash Money history to this day, you know what I'm saying? Even with artists like Drake, Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying? 400 Degrees, they best selling album all time, man, you know what I'm saying? It's a cornerstone for Cash Money, you know what I'm saying? A label that has sold 1 billion records. You know what I'm saying? Then he come back with the G Code, you know what I'm saying? The G Code didn't, it wasn't as good as 400 Degrees, but it's a lot of part of our album not as good as a masterpiece like 400 Degrees, but the G Code was a classic, you know what I'm saying? Had classic songs on there, you know what I'm saying? Hit songs on there, went multi-platinum. Mr. Game Spitter, you think I'm lying? Go look at the stats. You know what I'm saying? Cause we just ain't gonna disrespect legends, man. You know what I'm saying? You can have your opinion, but you coming out like what have you done, Mr. Game Spitter? For like music wise, you know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about you. You might be a billionaire, but I'm talking about music wise. What have you done to make you think you qualified to speak on Juvenile career? You know what I'm saying? Okay. We'll go to Project English, man. You know what I'm saying? When he came back, that's his 4th album. Now that's his 5th album. No, Being Myself, Soldier Rag, 400, G Code, Project English. That's 5 records right there, man. That's 5 albums right there, man. It's artists. And that's from a span from 1995. Project English came out in 2001. You know what I'm saying? That's 5 years in the game right there. Okay. Project English had set it off on there. You know what I'm saying? Get It From My Mama was on that CD. That's another classic hit. He was talking that shit on there, you know what I'm saying? On a bunch of songs on that CD, you know what I'm saying? Another platinum album. Okay, we know he lead Cash Money. And this is where you say he ain't no you said you feel like he failed as an artist because he came back to Cash Money. First of all, he didn't really lead Cash Money. They was having a dispute about money. You know what I'm saying? Juvenile was under contract, so he couldn't just lead Cash Money. He had to come back and complete the album because they was already under contract, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand that, Mr. Game Spitter? Before you try to just, I don't know what you talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Juvie was still under contract, so he had to come back and complete that album. When he left that time, he didn't release an album. He released a mixtape because he was contractually tied in to Cash Money and Universal Records. He came back, dropped Juvie the Great, man. Another classic album. Lil Wayne them and the Big Timers, they was keeping the ship soaring at the time, but Juvie had to come back. What did he come back with? I Need It in My Life. Hit, classic. I'm about to bounce back. Bounce back. Classic. Came back with the song with Soulja Slim. Of course, that was Soulja Slim's song, but Juvie brought just as much to the song as Soulja Slim did. You know what I'm saying? The song wouldn't have been what it was without Juvenile on there. That's why Soulja Slim came to Juvie. Soulja Slim could have went to anybody. He came to Juvie because he knew what Juvie was gonna do to it, and he knew that being on that album, Juvenile comeback album with Cash Money, was gonna be the right, you know what I'm saying, move to make, and the rest is history. Okay. Then after he completed that song, that album, that's when he was he wasn't on the contract with Cash Money no more. So we talking about Being Myself, his first independent album. You know what I'm saying? We talking about Soldier Rags, 400 Degrees, G Code, Project English, Juvie the Great. Man, there's over 10 million records right there. What are you talking about? And I know it's well over 10 million records, man. You know what I'm saying? But how can you say a nigga, you ride 50 Cent tip so hard, bro. That man got one good album, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I digress, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's move along, man. Okay, Juvie, he ended up signing with Atlantic Records. Nigga signed with Atlantic. First album without Cash Money. And he had another deal with Rap-A-Lot. And that's the album where he tried to put Wacko and Skip them on, you know what I'm saying? And not to mention, Wacko and Skip was all over the Juvie the Great album, you know what I'm saying? So, cause I seen you make the video talking about he screwed over Wacko and Skip. What has Wacko and Skip did before Juvie, after Juvie? You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Juvie, we would never heard Wacko and Skip, man. You know what I'm saying? They come out with the song Know You Clap. That would have been a hot Louisiana song had Juvenile not got on it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You underestimating the star power, the respect this nigga Juvenile had, the admiration the people and the fans got for Juvie, man. You know what I'm saying? Juvie was him. You know what I'm saying? He did that. Okay, but we'll talk about his Atlantic album. He ended up signing with Atlantic. Come back with an album right after Hurricane Katrina. That album was groundbreaking because of the stuff he was speaking on, the way he called out George Bush and them in the mayor of New Orleans. He called them out by name, you know what I'm saying? And he had the rodeo song was on there. That's a classic hit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the album, it went gold, you know what I'm saying? He went gold on that album, you know what I'm saying? That's a decline from where he was at, you know what I'm saying? But you got to think about it. Juvenile, at that time, he had been in the game over 10 years at that point, you know what I'm saying? And like I tell people all the time, bro, music changed every 5 to 10 years, bro, you know what I'm saying? So at that time, a lot of new artists hadn't came out, you know what I'm saying? T.I. and them was coming out. Rick Ross and them was coming out, you know what I'm saying? A lot of different stuff was coming out, so the sound had to change it. Changed from the time when Juvie first came out, bro, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that he was still competing, putting out good music, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying? You just can't disrespect that man like that, man. And then he had other songs. The album he had came out with Juvenile when he had the singer I Gotta Get It. You know what I'm saying? That nigga had a super slap came out around there when it was about '07, man. We used to be at the upper level, man. They put it on everything with T-Pain on there. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't even forget about all the classic features and shit that Juvenile did, man. You know what I'm saying? Throughout his career, bro. You know what I'm saying? So just as an artist, man, you can't disrespect Juve. And you coming from the standpoint of he wasn't no CEO, he wasn't no boss. Everybody's not meant to be a CEO, bro. Everybody not meant to be a boss, man. You know what I'm saying? He know how to play his role. You know what I'm saying? You saying he got to still work hard. Juve ain't got to work hard. Why wouldn't he still tour? You know what I'm saying? Ron Island, don't they still tour? One Ozzy Osbourne, them and shit still touring, making millions, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to get that out your mind, bro. If I'm 40 years old, man, you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't I want to go see Juvenile, somebody who I grew up on? Why would I want to be at the damn NBA Youngboy concert? You know what I'm saying? Juvenile music is still jamming to this day. You know what I'm saying? So why would he be considered a failure because you feel like he's still doing shows? He's still booked up, man. He ain't doing club appearances. This man doing arenas. What's wrong with that, bro? You know what I'm saying? He doing what he love to do. Why do you feel like then the man got all type of other stuff going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? Because I guess it don't fit to your standard, you look at it as a failure. Nah, Gaines Bitter, man, you know what I'm saying? You wrong on that, man. Like I said, shout out to you, my dog. I ain't hating on you, I ain't gonna disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of the channel, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it be a lot of time I be want to challenge you on some of your videos, but you got Juvie fucked up though, Gaines. But I'm sorry, my nigga. We ain't finna be no Juvenile slander. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no D-Ride. I'm talking about as a fan. You know what I'm saying, of Southern hip hop, bro. It is Juvenile so important to the culture, bro. We ain't finna let you disrespect Juvie like that. You know what I'm saying? We can let you disrespect some more legend, but you damn sure ain't finna disrespect Juvie like that, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. You speak on him coming back with Cash Money, man. That nigga just, bro. He don't need Cash Money to eat, man. Do you know Juvenile just hooked back up with Stone about 4-5 years ago? You know what I'm saying? The whole time this nigga been booked up, doing tours, doing this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And then them boys like family, bro. Why you feel like, you know what I'm saying? Tell me what Juvenile got out right now. Did you feel like Stunner getting all the money out for it? That man just went on his own tour and sold out. What are you talking about? Stunner didn't have no part of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna use this analogy right here, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas got their own business, man. A lot of niggas entrepreneurs, bro, but some of niggas broke. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas broke. It's niggas that worked on their job 30 years, then bought houses. They got money in the bank. They got stock. You know what I'm saying? They done put their kids through school. They take trips. They vacation. You know what I'm saying? They did that all off a job. You know what I'm saying? And it's certain niggas who got their own business who done struggled for 30, 40 years. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever, however you want to look at it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's some nigga that just got the boss mentality and know how to boss up and don't need a job. It's certain people that need a job. You know what I'm saying? You can't knock Juve for doing what he love to do, man. You know what I'm saying? That nigga ain't in no club getting shot at. He got that nigga doing arenas, bro. Packing them out with people his age coming to see him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to fit in with no young person. He got a new album coming out that's catered to people his age, bro. You know what I'm saying? If that nigga, if he wasn't shit, he would have been died off a long time ago with a lot of other artists that we loved in '99 or in the 2000s that ain't booked up like Juve, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to put respect on Juve, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's my opinion, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Gaines Bitter, man. No disrespect, man, but we ain't going for no Juvenile slander, man. With that being said, this your boy Sally said with Juice to the Legends. We checking out. Peace.